Yo,
Shalom.
Shalom. Hey, Shalom. Give us just a second. Check on our live stream. Make sure that we're good. Make sure we got the audios.
We got audios.
Yep.
All right. Shalom.
Shalom.
First and foremost, as always, we like to give all praise, honor, and glory unto
Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Rachat, Kodash.
That were honored unto the apostles and elders of great millstone who ruled well. Salutations to you, sincere, hopefully, elect Arkin of the 144,000. My lot. Coming back another week to pretty much, edify and condemn Babylon the Great, man. What else is there to do in the earth besides condemn a place that's reserved for judgment, And so in this lesson, we want to get into, as you see from the title, Edom is the only nation, all right, that the only neighbor of the Israelites promised to receive no mercy from the Most High. Okay, and with the information that's all over the internet pertaining to the elite Edomites involved in the pedo, all right, the Mepstein miles, all right. These individuals control every aspect of life. They control. We was talking before we got rolling. Energy prices. The amount of money that you pay as far as an energy bill, for your house is ridiculous, man. All right, majority of the day you're not even at home. You know what I'm saying? You're at work. You don't got no lights on. You don't got the heater on, so on and so forth. And majority of the time is spent at work. And at the end of the month, your energy bill is sky high, man. Okay, that's completely unrighteous. Completely unrighteous. The fact that and a brother had put out a video of a Latin tribe woman that was going into how you got BlackRock, I believe it was, that is buying all these energy companies, pretty much taking over all these energy companies. Everything is being funneled into a few of the elites owning everything. And that's just making life more miserable for the average person. And also we was talking about the average Edomite is affected by everything going on at the hands of the elites. Now, if back in the days when the Edomites, the average Edomite was, they, as long as they had their job, where they got paid for doing nothing, because Edomites don't work, all right? Got paid for doing nothing, got grandfathered in, nepotism, was able to make their car note, take vacation, eat microwave dinners, and go out and do whatever it is that they their pastime is. They weren't affected by what we as the Israelites were affected by, growing up in the ghettos, being broke, what I'm saying, on welfare, things of that nature, the curses. Now that Esau is feeling what it feels like to be a so-called a Negro, all right, a person of color, because the curses are slowly shifting onto Esau and the heathen. Now Esau is in an uproar and wanna advocate for this and that and bring out how the elites is controlling everything and they are the reason behind life being miserable. All right. Now, if they weren't affected by that, by the policies and decrees that the elites is putting out, if they weren't affected by that, and presently feeling it, they wouldn't have shit to say. All right, they wouldn't have shit to say. So because of that in itself, all right, Esau deserves zero mercy. If they were not affected by the same things that Jake is affected by, their mouths would be shut. They wouldn't have nothing to say. But because they are feeling it, all right, when it was good, when it was all good, and it was just, oh yeah, y'all pick yourself up by the bootstraps. When it was on that time, that's when it was, well, shame on y'all. You're not working hard enough, or whatever the case may be, and had nothing to say. Now that the trade in the places is happening, now you want to open your mouth and complain about your elites that screwed y'all over. But that in itself is unjust, showing that all you Edomites are the same and you deserve zero mercy, which you will get zero mercy from Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai, man. I know you got something.
Hey, a good point of that, and I believe the comedian Dave Chappelle was the one that helped point this out. When the crack epidemic was going on, all the Edomites was just pointing at Jake saying, oh, shit. No, you know what I'm saying? When they're all leaned over because they're the ones that slumped the fuck over on the side of the road, man.
And their children, their kids, on all them pills, all them Percocets and
perks,
perk 30, yeah, two 30, pop 2 perk 30, pop perk 6,
pop. How does that shit out?
Anyway, pop 2 perk 30,
yeah, some shit like that. But hey, now that they're the ones that's all on the drugs, now there's this big outlet of how we need to stop drugs in this country.
Yeah, and we're gonna blame it on the Mexicans,
right?
On the cartels,
right? Right.
It's always Jake's fault.
It's always Jake's fault. I got a quick scripture for you.
It's like, and that's what Elder Yashawando's been going into. Now that all this light is being shed on Esau and him being the reason why the whole earth is jacked up, they're trying to slowly make Jake the focal point.
Right.
Take the light off of Esau and put it back on Israelites.
Right. Don't look at the man behind the curtain.
Yeah, the Wizard of Oz.
We gave him a boogeyman.
Yeah, how dare you look at the man behind the curtain? I'm over here.
How dare you look at Stephen Hawking?
Right.
Yeah.
Look at Beetlejuice.
Right.
We painted up a whole bad guy for you. What you looking at me for?
Yeah, what you looking at me for? He's the one you want.
Yeah.
Hey, just real quick, based off of something that you were saying right there. This is Psalm chapter 73. The point's at verse 5, but I want to start at verse 3. It says, "For I was envious at the foolish when I saw the prosperity of the wicked."
Yeah, when you're in the world, man, and you don't know no better, you be envious of Esau. You know what I'm saying? The elder Yashamamba was doing a video. He did a video I was listening to earlier, going into that so-called IQ, all right, intelligence quotient. All right, which that's all a bunch of BS, and he breaks it down. Yeah. So when we was growing up, man, you thought Edomites were smart, and you know what I'm saying? Like, dang, because the devil and has a spiritual demon, Satan, pretty much feeding them the answers. Right. This is a whole so-called video game, a whole he got the cheat code. Right. Being that this is Satan's kingdom and the spirit of Satan is within the Edomites. They have the cheat code. This is their world. Right. So of course they're gonna be transformed into this benevolent being. Right. All right. But when you come into the truth, you realize, man, this nigga's a devil.
This nigga been lying.
Esau the devil.
This nigga been cheating the whole time.
The whole time. Esau is just a damn cheater. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? He'll take your knowledge or your creativity, your inventions, and steal it and put his name on it. Yep. And that's what he's done through the course of history. Yep. But it takes you coming into the knowledge of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua to really grasp that.
That nigga, he's cheating using cheat codes and then talking shit to you for losing to him while he's using cheat codes, man.
And the one dude on the little ice shit,
Oh yeah.
I seen it last
I
night.
didn't do it one time.
He said,
Not
I did one time. He said, okay, I got it
Oh,
on camera.
yeah.
He said, yeah,
Like,
I
he
didn't do
cheated
it
like a
not
motherfucker.
once. Not one time.
Esau, man.
Yeah.
Esau.
Type of nigga that you running a marathon, but he catching a taxi, end up at
Right.
the front of the race and
Right.
win,
Yeah.
knowing that nigga ain't trained a day in his life.
Right. Hey, it'd be like, you know, the little white kids get to go to the little, you know, say they're in sports or whatnot, they get to go to the little training camp.
Little Edomite kid.
You know what I'm saying? The little Edomite,
Yeah.
little Edomite kid, man. All right, they get to go to
Little
their
red
parents can-
kids, if anything.
They can, they get to go to the training camp.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And Jake just gotta rely on raw talent and try to remember what the hell you learned last year.
Hey, like Christian McCaffrey, right?
Mm.
You know, whether he a Jake or not, but his dad was in the NFL. So since he was young, he went to the best camps and this and that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So he got an advantage that propelled him to being drafted into the NFL more so than a Jake that's relying on raw talent.
Right.
You know?
Right.
But that's Esau. Esau, like the elder Yashimamba was going into with the whole IQ test. That whole IQ, like, being that Jake is not doesn't have access to the same level of education that Esau does. Esau will go to a private school, all right, and even if they don't go to a private school, you know, they're going to a learning center when they're little.
Right.
You know,
Sylvia.
Yeah, Sylvia Learning Center. Their parents actually spend time with them and actually teach them something.
Right.
Which that's the same treatment they got from their parents. All right, Jake. You know, y'all work, your mom or your father or whatever working 2 jobs.
Right.
Or they might be crackheads, like what we said.
Right.
Might be on crack.
Or your
Might be
father-
alcoholics.
Your father don't
You don't
even
know
live
your
with
pops.
y'all. Right.
You know, your pop's dead. You don't even know your dad.
Right.
Your mom, she a hoe. Got all these dudes running in and out the house.
And she got your grandma watching you all the
Yeah,
time.
and your grandma don't know nothing.
Your grandma just want to watch her shows.
You know,
she ain't,
so
she
you-
ain't worry about you.
You gotta do homework by yourself.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So we don't have the same level of education, you know, access to education as Esau did. So of course, you know, they're gonna prop themselves up as a superior, but you got a head start in every aspect of life.
Hey, even Jake that do get a good education, so to speak, man. You know, because it's all indoctrination, the school system, the college, all that shit.
Yeah.
But say you do have a Jake that was able to get a good education and he's able to land one of those good jobs, even though he's got that good job, he's still getting
discriminated.
He's still getting treated like shit
Still
at
getting
the job.
discriminated.
He can literally be the smartest one there, the one
Yeah.
that's the most intelligent there.
Mm.
You know, that's really a master of the subject that really understands whatever that subject, that field is. And his so-called colleagues will still be looking at him as if he ain't nothing, man.
Yeah.
You know, he could be the one that's really pushing the project through, making sure it's getting done, but he ain't gonna receive the praise for it.
Yeah.
You know,
They gonna sabotage you. You know, that's what Esau do. They'll sabotage Israelites, so that way you don't get no glory.
right,
You don't get no recognition.
right.
You know?
You get passed up for promotions, and they giving it to the nigga that be doing coke on the golf course with the boss. and
No,
shit.
no, no.
Off the
On the
toilet
off the
seat.
toilet
Off the
seat,
toilet seat.
like RFK.
Right.
Out of the country club.
Yeah.
Talk about he ain't afraid of no germs.
Yeah. Or the nigga that drank blood.
Mm.
Damn.
You know?
Yeah. The one that-
Eat damn baby intestines.
Right.
You know?
Right.
Tasting like Dubai chocolate.
Cream cheese.
Cream cheese. Oh god, man.
Hey, it says, for I was envious at the foolish when I saw the prosperity of the wicked. For there are no bands in their death, but their strength is firm. They are not in trouble. This
What is that? Psalm 7?
Psalm 73. I'm starting to read verse 5 right now. This is the point. They are not in trouble as other men, neither are they plagued like other men. The brother was speaking about how, you know, for a good while, Esau was unaffected by a lot of the things that's going on here in the earth, man. That's not necessarily the case no more, because the common Edomite, You know, the low tier, you know, what used to be considered middle class and below, those Edomites is catching all kinds of hell now, man. They're the ones that's on they in their car making videos talking about how they can't afford bills and something needs to change, even though they ain't about to do nothing. They ain't about to do nothing about it, you know.
Yeah.
But they're the ones that's, you know, making an outcry on social media or alternative platforms about the Epsteins and whatnot. But they ain't about to do nothing about it. But they're the ones under the effect, the same effect as the so-called Negro, Latino, Native, and Seminole Indian is, man. You know. So they for a good while they wasn't in trouble like other men. They didn't have to go through the struggles.
Scraping pennies.
Right. Because even somebody that you would consider a low level Edomite, they would still be able to go and take that vacation across the country, take their kids to Disneyland, or you know,
get a discount. Just even little things. Go to a restaurant and get a discount, get shit free. You know, and not to mention, you know, they be stealing and shit.
Right.
Like Esau, with the focus being on Israel, Esau was able to just get away with all, go up in the grocery store and just steal all. There's a YouTube page, YouTube Shorts, where it shows it's a certain gas station, and they be recording, and it be people just going up in there stealing shit, and it be Edomites, man, going there just stealing shit, caught on camera, stealing shit, alcohol, stealing candy bars, and you know what I'm saying, just Edomites, bro, just walking up in there, it's slick, you know what I'm saying. But meanwhile, Jake is the one getting followed around
in the store. All eyes on Jake. When Jake walking down the aisle, they really, you know what I'm saying, looking at the little fishbowl mirror and shit. Just really all of your business on what on you trying to choose whether you want, you know, Takis or Doritos. And this motherfucker is just really like, hey, they showed you that on the movie Don't Be a Menace while drinking. You know.
Don't be a menace.
Hey, sir. Hey, you dropped this, right?
Thank you.
He just robbed them blind. Meanwhile, they was paying attention to Jake the whole time. You know what I'm saying? Like, anyway, though.
Man, I noticed that just the other day. Going into a store that we frequent. I kept seeing this motherfucker, and I'm like, man, I went to school with this nigga, you know what I'm saying? And I see him there so much now. I understand he's their little secret shopper. But I'm like, why the fuck you coming over here with me, nigga? Like, you think I'm gonna steal something?
Right.
I come in here almost every day. You know what I'm saying? What the fuck you looking at?
Right.
And next time I'm gonna say something, but you know, as of late, I just been kind of putting two and two together. Meanwhile, I seen this motherfucker walk out with a whole thing of groceries the other day. See you guys later. Didn't say shit to the nigga. He bypassed the shit, went around, walked out.
Wow.
The white man can get away with shit like that.
Bro.
We can't get away with shit.
Right. Hey, let Jake, let a Jake country, you know what I'm saying? Let a country like Nigeria or something like that go and pull some Venezuela shit.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Within 24 hours.
Yeah, Esau about to roll. Esau about to send everything out there.
Roll Tide.
He gonna roll Tide, man. Let them
that
go.
Crimson
Hey,
Tide too.
Let Nigeria go to France and steal the France president. You know, kidnap the French president like we about to persecute your ass in Nigeria. They ain't having that, man.
All that international law, and there ain't gonna be no talking, international criminal court and all that. No, they gonna take up arms
right then and there.
And actually, you know.
And it's gonna be multiple countries too. It ain't just gonna be like one country stands up.
They all gonna band
all
together.
of them shit's gonna band together and go to war to crush Nigeria over that, man. In that hypothetical situation, man. You know. Go ahead.
This is Psalm 73 and verse 3. In the NLT it says, "For I envied the proud when I saw them prosper despite their wickedness. They seem to live such painless lives.
Right.
Their bodies are so healthy and strong."
Right.
GOOKs.
Right. Hey, get to live in today old fucking ages, man. Like the queen bitch mom.
Oh yeah.
In England.
Yeah.
How old was that lady, man, before she croaked? Old as hell. You know her whole life she been involved in wickedness.
Oh yeah.
You know, or these Rothschilds and the elites. When you look at we got the sign that got all the elites on them. Everybody on that sign is old as hell, man.
Old as hell.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, Jake can't get past 70 years old, man.
No, 2025.
Right.
Make it to 25.
Yeah,
nigga,
you an
OG.
You an OG.
Damn.
You know what I'm saying? Jake be dying young as hell, man. You know?
Verse 5, it says, they don't have troubles like other people. They're not plagued with problems like everyone else.
And that was true for Esau for a long time, man. But now that we're towards the end of Esau's rulership, all right, with Esau being the end of the world and Jacob being the beginning of it that followeth, we're starting to see the curses reverse. All right, that seesaw, us being on the bottom end, we're starting to rise up towards the top, and Esau's coming down, man. And as he comes down further, we're rising up further, man. You know?
I'm gonna keep going.
Yep.
It says,
Yeah, no, that whole chapter's fire.
it says they don't have troubles like other people. They're not plagued with problems like everyone else.
Yep. Hey, Esau don't be having those problems like that, man. And even right now, they're floating on that credit. They're floating hard on that credit,
Oh
man.
yeah, that shit about to be out the window though.
Yeah, it's about to be out the window, but right now they floating hard on that shit. That shit's keeping them up. Where Jake's, already at rock bottom, they floating on that credit, man. But they can't pay those bills. Credit card defaults, car loan defaults, all of that's at an all-time loan default, just general loan defaults, mortgage defaults, all of that is at an all-time high here in America, man. Actually, I'm gonna pull something on that just to qualify that statement. Okay.
And that whole credit system was once again a cheat code for Esau. That Jake just started tapping into the credit card cheat code, within the last however many years, since we became adults, and probably a little bit before that. But before like when our parents was coming up, they wasn't into, they didn't have credit like that, credit cards, and it was fucking layaway, putting shit on layaway.
Oh
Yep.
my goodness.
You know what I'm
Everything
saying?
went on
Yep.
fucking layaway.
Everything was layaway.
Now that system is a rug that's being swept from underneath Esau, Edom. All right, in this populist period, and a new system is going to be rolled out. But with that old system, which credit is attached to that, being swept from under these people's feet, they're gonna be royally screwed, man. They're gonna be assed out, man.
Can I read this just real quick?
Yep.
This is from Bloomberg.com. All right. It says U.S. consumer delinquencies jumped to highest in almost a decade. It says delinquency rates on loans ranging from mortgages to credit cards rose to 4.8% of all outstanding U.S. household debt in the fourth quarter, the highest level since 2017, driven by higher defaults among low-income and young borrowers. So this is the highest it's been, they're saying, since 2017, which 2017 was pre-COVID. You know what I'm saying? People are in a way worse situation right now than they was before COVID, man. You know, because that shit knocked out small businesses. That knocked out, a lot, man.
And pre-COVID, we was lightweight balling.
You was doing 2017, bro.
That was a good year,
bro. 2017, we wasn't hurt.
Hell no.
We was doing good. Hey, we was actually doing good.
Doing good.
It was for me. I was fresh into the trades.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I had just got in.
Yeah, probably just came into the trade.
Yeah.
But that was still
Making the most money I
doing
ever made in
carpentry.
my life up to that point.
right. Things was all right, man.
Yeah.
2017.
Union carpenters getting fat checks. Man.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
We was cussing out Babylon, but we was living all right.
It was cool.
We was cussing out Babylon, but living all right. Now, now we cussing out Babylon, and we cussing it out even more so because,
I'm broke. It's more bitter.
It's more bitter, right? Which I'm happy that we're this far along from 2017, from 10 years ago. 9 years ago, really. But
the hell with
right.
you know, the so-called good old days.
But a decade ago, people wasn't even hurt like how they're hurting right now, man. So, and it's higher than what it was at that time, you know. But anyway, that's the point on that.
I want to find something.
Yep.
I got a quick one. This is Deuteronomy 30:7, just because we're talking about it.
Yep.
And Yahweh thy power will put all these curses upon thine enemies,
Ooh.
and on them that hate thee,
You see that?
which persecute thee.
Hey, the Lord is starting to put these curses upon our enemies, which our main enemy is Esau, Edom, man.
That's right.
Okay? Along with the rest of the nations. The rest of the nations is our enemy as well. But our main enemy, that driving force of our enemy, man, is Esau, Edom. Because once Esau's out the way, the rest of the nation's going to fall in line, man. You know?
Yep.
Once Esau's taken out that power structure, out of that, you know, that power seat, the rest of the nations they ain't got no choice but to bow down, man, because they're just extras. You know? The main characters in the movie is the Israelites first and foremost, and the second most important character in the movie is the antagonist, the Edomites, man. All right, and the Edomites have been in control of the earth, you know, for a long time. That's why the earth is in such a bad state right now, man. Where you can't even trust your food, man. You can't even eat tortillas.
Bro, I went to go get the good tortillas we be getting.
Yeah.
Every one of them got that shit in it.
Bro, it's bad. And then secret ingredients, when you really start looking into ingredients, man, it'll have you where you be like, you won't want to eat nothing, bro, because you can't trust the produce. It's all kinds of jacked up.
Right.
The meat, can't trust the
Fucked
meat.
up, yeah.
It's all kind of jacked up, man. You know, the fish is all kinds of jacked up.
Terribly.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
It's like, it's realistic. You know, the dairy's all kinds of fucked up. The water is, bro. This
Even
water,
just water.
bro. The water got an expiration date because of the plastic it's in, man.
Golly.
Because of the plastic that it comes in. And then you start getting into microplastics, all that shit, bro. Hey, man, Esau got to go. He's got hell to pay for, man.
You think you doing yourself a service by drinking tea, and that shit got microplastics?
Oh my god, the billions. It says it releases billions of microplastics from a single tea bag, man.
What?
Yeah, billions of plastic particles.
Just because they're making the tea bag.
Because the tea bag is out of plastic, a loose plastic, a plastic that breaks apart inside the hot water, man. You know. So at all ends, man, we're in a terrible spot.
Yeah, that's why we need salvation, man.
That's right.
And this is exactly why Esau is not going to receive any mercy, bro. He's been unmerciful this entire time. Even when you think he's doing something nice for you, he's giving you a blanket. You think he's being nice, but you don't know it's filled with smallpox, man. He knows it's filled with smallpox. Why he's giving it to you with that devilish smile, but you don't. And then you're in a bad spot. Jake wondered why they got bad health issues. It's because of the food, man. You know, amongst everything else.
This is Ecclesiastes 7 and 10.
Is that
in
the
NLT.
one you read? Is that the Deuteronomy?
Yep.
Okay.
Ecclesiastes 7 and 10 in the NLT says, "Don't long for the good old days. This is not wise."
Hey, don't be longing for the good old days when you was ignorant.
Pre-COVID.
Yeah,
when
pre-COVID.
You had a stable job or whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Before you ran into financial problems and
Right.
the woman started tripping on you.
Right.
You know, when everything was, you know,
Yeah.
hey, that's not
Yeah.
wise, man. The
You had a
scriptures
good car
say,
at the time.
yeah, reliable transportation. The scriptures say, better is the end of a thing than the beginning thereof. And
Yep.
we're at the end of our captivity.
Yep.
So don't as trying or bitter as things might get, it's better to be at the end of that shit than having to go back and go through all that shit again. You know?
Ooh. Call out y'all Shabbat Shem Kakadash, man. This is it. We're finally at the end. You know how many lives we've spent in this position? A lot, man. The Lord, He made sure to give us a punishment that would sear into our minds that we don't want to have to go through this no more, man.
And a lot of those lives, you didn't even know you was an Israelite. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Because we went through a full discontinuance, man. All right, every single Israelite went through a full discontinuance where you spent a lifetime where you ain't know you was an Israelite at all, man. You know, just following whatever the customs was of the time. You know.
Shit, even times we didn't know we was Israelites, we was in captivity or some base ass fucking heathen.
This is Psalm. I'm gonna pick back up here in Psalm 73 in verse 6. In the NLT it says
Oh, you jumping?
I'm
You
gonna-
jumping up?
I'm gonna jump to verse 5 too, cause that's where I looked on. Yeah, it says they don't have troubles like other people. They are not plagued with problems like everyone else. They wear pride like a jeweled necklace and clothe themselves with cruelty.
Right. Tell me that don't fit the Edomites perfectly.
Eating
man.
babies is cruel, man. That's cruel, man. To be eating babies. You know, man, all the shit in them files, man. You know, that just cruel, man. Fucking people's food up to where it's giving them diabetes.
Yeah.
Cause diabetes, fucking heart failure,
hypertension,
obesity, hypertension,
high blood pressure, yeah,
clogged arteries.
Yeah, man.
You know, dementia,
Ulcers in the stomach.
ulcers.
You know,
Heart failure, all kind of
Cancers.
shit, man.
Prostate, man.
Yeah, prostate cancer.
You can't even eat a cold cut sandwich because it's fucking up your prostate.
It's like, man, this ain't living, man.
This ain't living.
Everything Esau does has cruelty attached to it.
Hey, it also said that they wear pride as a necklace, man.
Yeah.
Right? There was a meme I saw, or a picture. Some Edomite bitch talking about. I'm proud to be white. We have the history. What I forget exactly how it was worded, but pretty much she's proud of her history. That they conquered the world, and their future generations will conquer the world, and so on and so forth. Some shit like that, man. You know, they wear pride as a necklace. These Edomites, they're proud to be Edomites, man.
Oh yeah.
And they're tired of being ashamed of being Edomites, man. Because for a good little kick now, it's been the finger's been getting pointed at.
You know what it is? It's how us as Israelites, we're not ashamed to be called Israelites. We're not ashamed to take on our heritage and wear that with a righteous dignity and pride.
Right.
All right. Esau is, they know they're the devil. They know that their whole track record and history is complete evil. They're tired of being shamed for that.
Right.
So now they're trying to own the fact that they're the devil, but make you feel ashamed for recognizing that they're evil.
Right.
You know, they wanna bask in that pride and get back to that old time pride they had, to where they can, what you looking at, boy?
Yeah.
You know, all that shit.
Don't you eyeball me?
Which they know that shit is some bullshit.
Yeah.
But they got away with that shit. That's what they want. They wanna go back to so-called America being great again, to where they can be openly racist and not feel guilty about it.
They wanna be openly evil and not have to suffer any consequences.
Yeah. They don't even want you to say nothing about nothing.
Right.
You shut your mouth.
Because that's really what it is. Esau wants to avoid the consequence. If everybody's telling them like, hey, you evil, they know that there's consequences to that. You're gonna have to pay for being evil, man. Right. They don't want to have to pay for being evil. They want to be evil without. They want a free ride to be evil.
Yeah.
You know.
Hush, piggy.
Right.
Yep. They want to lock down that hegemony.
Yeah.
You know, that control. They want to hunker down on what we say go, and don't even question it.
And it's got to be hypocritical too, to where it's like, no, we can do this, but we can be evil to you, but you can't. Don't you dare even think about being evil back towards us.
And that's why they came out with that so-called reverse racism.
Right.
Bullshit.
And that's why that anti-Sem joints too.
Yeah.
You know, that's what all that crap's about too, because them people are evil, man. You know.
Shit, you want to see the perfect embodiment of the Edomite pride, man? Just go watch that hearing with Pam Bondi. You know what I'm saying? That was prideful, man. She wouldn't even look at those bitches. You know what I'm saying? The so-called victims. right? She wouldn't even turn to give him an eye.
Hey,
That was Esau to a T. So look.
no, I could you off somebody. You had a Edomite woman that was saying that the reason why white women can't be trusted is because of white women like her.
Yep.
You know, she was like, there's a whole bunch of Edomite women that operate just like Pam Bondi that cannot be trusted, all right, just inherently evil, and all Edomite women get lumped up in that category. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And personally, that's how I feel about Edomite bitches. You know what I'm saying? Like, they're all, I don't trust none of them.
Can't trust them hoes.
I don't trust no Edomite bitch. You know what I'm saying? Even ones that love so-called Negroes or Israelites. Man, fuck no. Fuck no. You're all devils. You're all devils.
You know what's crazy?
I can see it.
There's a whole commercial of when she was the Attorney General of Florida instead of being the Attorney General of the United States. And she was talking about how she was going to make sure that she got every pedophile and every pedophile a PDF ring. Mm-hmm. And just watching her say that, the motherfuckers that did the video had a picture of her fucking throwing her hair back, not looking at the victims. Like, you fucking, you are an embodiment of your daddy, man.
You know, that's why all Edomites is going to be exterminated.
That's right.
After they serve their captivity.
That's right.
Continuing on, Psalm 73 and 7. It says, these fat cats have everything their hearts could ever wish for.
Fat cats.
They scoff and speak only evil. In their pride, they seek to crush others.
You got this guy, Kill Gates, talking about how we need to do away with the cow. We need to put Maxines in the we need to spray that onto the food or put it into the produce.
But this nigga's eating babies.
But this nigga's eating babies
and drinking BLOOD.
Yeah.
You know, he's banging children. And this dude is, and people actually is listening to this guy. He just was in India.
Yeah.
Talking some bull junk.
Talking about how
the next pandemic type shit.
Yeah, but and then talking also about, you know, because he's forwarding the agenda, talking about how we need to integrate the your digital biometrics with the banking and medical and you know what I'm saying?
The crazy part is it's like this nigga's on that list.
Right.
How is he still talking?
And you got a bunch of people that's just
there.
Yeah, just listening to this nigga fucking like he's the Lord himself.
Right.
But meanwhile, this nigga is guilty of all charges.
Right. His manly ass wife left him for it.
Right.
Publicly. And was disgusted with him. And y'all motherfuckers still sitting there, ooh, tell us more, Lord.
Right.
Fucking devil. Crazy, man.
Because the wife even said, hey, you gotta ask him about that shit. Like, I'm happy not to be involved with him anymore. But you gotta ask, that's for him. You ask him about that shit. You know?
Which that's probably a dude anyway.
Right.
Fucking sinner.
Hey, either way, and say she wants to separate herself now. You married the nigga, man. What was y'all up to while y'all was a power couple?
She done did and seen some shit too.
Yeah, man. That bitch ain't fucking innocent, man.
No, this bitch is guilty of murder, just like him. She's just as much a part of that company.
The foundation and all that.
That went to Africa and fucking vaccinated all of them little fucking Africans and murdered them, man. She's just as guilty,
man.
She's a demon bitch, just like and all the rest of them motherfuckers, all their wives is demon bitches too, man.
And we cuss y'all niggas out to your face, man.
Right.
Yeah, fuck y'all.
Right. Even if y'all was here, we was like the same thing. We ain't changing our stance, man. Hey, because we come bold in the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Yahushai. Okay? Hey, the righteous are bold as lions, right?
Yeah, they're all devils, man. We talking about people that's not going to be around in existence,
right? You
know, after a certain period of time. Like, man, fuck everything they stand for, their opinions, none of what the elites got to say or their opinions does not matter, man.
Right.
Yeah.
You know?
They don't hold any weight.
Right.
Continuing on, Psalm 73 in verse 9 in the NLT, it says, let me read 8 again. It says, they scoff and speak only evil. In their pride, they seek to crush others. And that's what this nigga was doing over in India.
Yeah.
You know, the whole it came out in the Epstein files, how you had him and damn Kill Gates and damn Epstein talking about COVID.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
That crushed others. This brother Tawar was just talking about there was only 30% of the U.S. population that did not take that jump shot.
Yeah.
Wow.
So
Wow.
to a certain degree, you had 70% of the population that was crushed, whether they are dead right now or are fucked up as a result of taking that jump shot.
Yeah.
70% that was crushed because they listened to the devil. A nigga that flew over to that island and was freaking off and eating baby intestines.
A nigga that openly says that he wants to depopulate the earth, man. You know?
Yeah. Openly.
Openly, he says that he wants to depopulate the earth, killing, 90 some odd percent, 99% of the world, man. Taking it from 8 billion to 500,000, man.
Only the devil, only a demon would think like that.
Australia just did a study on the vaccine. That motherfucker got HIV in it.
Yeah.
Bro, it destroyed that vaccine destroyed your immune system, man. It destroyed your immune system. You listening to Esau try to tell you about how he can make your body better when really all he's trying to do is get you out of there. Man. He ain't doing it. That nigga didn't take that shit.
They said that they lose
you know what I mean?
people that took that jump shot lost like a certain percentage of their immune system.
That's crazy,
They'll never get that
They'll
back.
never get it back.
It's like taking that jump shot is like having an eraser that's erasing certain
Yeah.
shit within your
That you
just going into the computer and just deleting shit, and now your computer don't work right. You know what I'm saying?
Imagine having the football team and you deleting most of the defense.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying?
You ain't got no linemen.
All you got, you got a couple. And you sitting there with
You got a free safety in 2 corners.
Damn.
bruh. And you expect to actually stop
To
it.
win the Super Bowl.
You expect to actually be able to stop their offense from doing anything to you, man.
Yeah.
You know?
All right. Verse 9, it says, they boast against the very heavens, and their words strut throughout the earth.
Hey, are they not boasting against the heavens with this AI model that they're trying to present to the world? Is that not a boast against the heavens, or even the speaking the biometrics, or integrating man with against the heavens, introducing the MRN to the A into people? Is that not a boast against the heavens, man? Talking about altering the cows and the, you know what I'm saying? Altering mosquitoes so that way it can infect people with that HIV in the form of medicine. Is that not a boast
Putting
against
the
the
jump
heavens?
shot in the food.
Bruh.
Like, come on, man.
Eating babies.
You talking about
Eating babies, man.
You talking about cyborgs who realized old Creepy Joe in 2019?
Yeah, 2019.
Now he can't even walk in the sand.
Bro, hey, you see the robot?
The robot.
Hey, bro. Hey, when I seen that robot, I was like, hold on, let me run that back, bro. And I saw him walking, I was like, yeah, that was one of their robots for sure,
Yeah,
bro.
bro.
They glued the little cup in his hand and then just had it.
Crazy.
I was like,
And
dog.
his woman had no affection towards it. That's how you know that motherfucker was probably a robot.
Damn.
Like if your husband's falling down looking crazy, you gonna grab him.
Yeah.
But you can't grab him as a robot because then it's gonna.
Right.
Yeah.
You know,
Push your ass.
You know, hey, the robot,
Hit her with the
robot gonna kick in the kung fu mode on your ass. You know what I'm
Who you
saying?
touching?
Or if it really fall over, now everything's exposed. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? So.
Yo, this is a demonic ass
It's
world.
fucked up,
Bro.
man.
This is a big psyop, man.
Straight up.
A big psyop.
Straight up.
Everything
You know?
about it.
And everything, it ain't conspiracy now.
Right.
You know, people for so long,
Oh, yeah.
conspiracy theories. It ain't conspiracy now.
Right.
All
Right. Now it's all coming out as fact, man.
Yeah.
And what y'all got to say about it? You know?
Right. You got everybody jumping off the bandwagon now.
Yeah.
If Joe Rogan left, now it's over. Everybody going
Now everybody trying to make it seem as if they've been down with the program. They've been talking about this or been believing this aspect or this point.
That's why, man, the beautiful thing is all these people trying to bandwagon the talking points of the Israelites, all right, from how corrupt this system is and the Epstein list, and the apostles and elders been exposed what people are just now becoming privy to.
Right.
All right, along with the MOTB. You know what I'm saying? Now everybody, man, the point being, the beautiful thing is y'all all gonna die.
Right.
You're all gonna, whatever form of death the Lord presents you, if you are alive long enough, when Russia and Iran and other nations shoot those missiles off, China and so on and so forth, if you are still alive here in America, you're gonna become one with the elements.
That's right.
All right, that thermonuclear fire is gonna burn all you niggas up. So everything you've uttered, your pride, you know, jacking the talking points of the apostles and the elders and the bishops and the men of the great millstone.
Yep.
All right, not giving no credit, you know, making everything about merchandise, and man, you're all gonna be missile food, man. That's the beautiful thing.
Yep.
You know, the beautiful thing is you're all gonna be missile food. All right, so when that happens, what then? You know, what all that talking you did for what?
Right.
You were wrong.
Right. Hey, and the receipts, it ain't the receipts that's online that matters. It's the receipts that's in the heavens, man. All right, because the Lord knows who's his and who ain't, man.
Yep.
You know, he knows who's really been keeping it funky the whole time and who's been playing the damn game. Okay.
UCLA's Professor Mark Tremo allegedly told Epstein to play a mother's voice for babies to suck faster.
Yeah.
You sick motherfucker. You got a baby on your shit?
Play the mother's voice so they can suck the milk faster before you kill them and eat their intestines for the cream cheese.
No, you talking about suck the rod faster.
Oh hell no! Oh hell no! That just hell no! That's disgusting.
And that's the people we got fucking. Look at the damn the rats, the rabbis.
Oh yeah,
be blowing the little babies getting circumcised.
Yeah.
Passing around syphilis.
Sucking the blood. You know, that's and that's not fucking crazy. Before all this Epstein shit came out, that was a well-known fact that them gutter rats over in Israel, in New York, and wherever else be doing that.
Right.
And that's not investigated. That's not fucking. They're not apprehended and arrested for that shit.
They control everything.
You know what I'm saying? Like that's the world we live in, man.
Right.
Spiritual wickedness in high places, man.
This is why
But that's coming to an end, man.
This is why these people ain't gonna receive no mercy.
No
man.
mercy.
Getting back to the title of it all,
Yep.
you know, these people who we speaking about, Esau, Edom, with Amalek being that's the chief house, that's the top dogs, man. The tiny toppers, you know, the small hats, those 48ers, you know, the little caps, you know, the devil. Them motherfuckers, man, they're the top of it, and through them, nothing but wickedness has been spread through this earth, man. You know,
Ain't nothing been talked about from that underground system they had
Right.
going on.
right?
That just got swept under the motherfucking rug. Like, this is an unrighteous place.
Nah, because if you talk about them, they got a special word that they gonna put on you,
anti-semantics.
and shit that they can
They
you
control
know,
all aspects of life, so
Yeah.
they even got legislation where that type of hate speech can
you
it's
can lose your job. They can.
what's the word where they can go at you over
Defame?
legally
Or
they can go at you. What is
sue
it?
you or
No, it's like a criminal
Defamation of character.
It's no. Like there's a term. It's prosecutable or something like that. There's a term for it. You know. Either way, They can come at you. They can come at you on a legal standpoint if they can label you anti-Semitic, man. You know.
Continuing on, it says, verse 10, and so the people are dismayed and confused, drinking in all their words.
People are dismayed and confused, drinking in all their words, man. All right, people be eating up. Esau say some shit, and people just eat that shit up. Hey, yeah, I was just like, yeah, kill Gates over there, kill Gates. You know, he was over there, and these motherfuckers just soaking that shit up, man. Yeah. Even when I open his mouth, they just soaking that shit up.
With a dot on the head, talking about
DJT. He open their mouth, they just be soaking that shit up, man.
Yeah.
You know, all these individuals that's in the MEPS teams, these niggas still walking around right now. They open their mouth, people will just soak that shit up, man. You know, these motherfuckers be eating babies.
Crazy word. Verse 11, it says, "What does the Most High know?" They ask. Does the Most High even know what's happening? Question. Look at these wicked people enjoying a life of ease while their riches multiply.
Damn.
And what was it? $3 billion Trump's net worth increased by since he's been in office.
Yep.
In 1 year, this motherfucker got richer by $300 billion. Or $3 billion. Excuse me, $3 billion increase in his net worth since he's been in office in 1 year.
Right.
You know?
And he ain't supposed to be doing nothing but presidents.
Right. Yep. It says, look at these wicked people, verse 12, enjoying a life of ease while their riches multiply.
Damn.
Did I keep my heart pure for nothing? Question mark. This is King David speaking.
Yeah.
Did I keep myself innocent for no reason? Question mark. I get nothing but trouble I get nothing but trouble all day long. Every morning brings me pain.
Right.
Hey, that's how we feel, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? As far as, you know, you going to work and just shit just going, something that should be so simple just goes wrong.
Big
You know what I'm saying? Like,
big wrong.
like something that should be so simple, Satan just has it just fuck up. And it's only when you try to do the shit.
Right.
And then Esau come over there and do some shit, and the shit work.
And it worked.
You know what I'm saying? His brother my witness.
Man.
You know what I'm saying? It's like, what the? You shut the machine down, start it up again.
Earlier, he was like, "Yo, it ain't." And then I came over there. He was like, "How did you get it out?" I was like, "I just pressed it." He was like, "Bro, I've been, you know what I'm saying?"
Doing that shit.
But I know. But then after that, it wouldn't work again.
Yeah.
So, you know what I'm saying? But
Fucking demons on the damn machine.
But then
Esau
when Adam come up,
Hey guys.
now it don't have no problems.
No problems,
anymore.
bro.
And he ain't did shit different than what you've been doing.
Yeah,
man.
bro.
He did the exact thing you just did. He did it, but now it works, man.
Yeah.
You know?
Fucking crazy, man.
And it's only 2 buttons that you're pressing. One and this one. Ain't no sequence.
Right.
As far as like, oh, it's gotta be a time delay or nothing. No, you just gotta press these 2 buttons. You've been pressing them shits, ain't nothing happen. This nigga come press those shits now the skies open up with the little sound. Oh, you know what I'm saying? Babies is floating around. You know what I'm saying? With their little wings and shit.
Yeah.
Cause this damn demon.
Yeah.
White savior comedy.
Yeah.
Have I saved enough today?
And now he looking at you like
you stupid and
What
shit.
you
It's
doing,
like,
dog?
man, if
It's
you
like-
only knew, dog.
it's like
I
nigga.
have more faith in you than this. I'm just passing out of
Like,
here.
yo, I'll slap fire from your bitch ass straight from me, man. Get away from me, man.
Yo, if you only knew the spiritual warfare we go through,
Right.
man.
Man.
Oh
Right.
my gosh.
Hey, but it'd be like that. It'd be like, yo, man, you know, because we try to the very best of our ability, day in and day out, to do the right thing by Yahweh Shem El Shai, man. You know, in the sight of Yahweh Shem El Shai, we are seeking to do righteousness. And yet these individuals that's out there being nasty, being fucking freaks, doing ungodly things at all hours of the day, they seem to be getting ahead, man.
Hey, even the people you work with and you got to interact with on a daily basis, in particular Esau Edom, they ain't doing the level of the Epstein list stuff, but they doing shit that's the equivalent or close to.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because Esau, dude, Edomite from I want to say that wrote teenage books. This dude,
Like teenage drama books or something?
I don't just teenage books, whatever, fucking self-help,
okay.
I don't know, whatever.
Some shit.
This dude is online talking to children and shit. But you making these like teenage child books. And, like, come on, man. And you know what's crazy?
Help your self-esteem.
When I seen the dude,
he's trying to.
when I seen the dude, if you looked at a picture of him, he's the type of Edomite that for us, you look at the grocery store like, this nigga, you doing some weird shit.
Something up with you guys.
You know what I'm saying? Like just got that weak Edomite, you know, skinny, tight. It's like, you know, you touching kids. No, short hair, but it's like, man, you know, you on some PDF file shit.
You know how that shit go with them niggas with the ponytail, man.
Yeah.
Skinny ass Edomites with the ponytail.
Over there talking about, I've changed your life. Do you want to give me a special thank you? That's all he doing that shit for.
Terrible work, man.
Yeah, fucking in the book, he got his email address in there and shit. Getting all his emails from these kids and shit. I was
Send
thinking
me
of
a
running
picture
away.
so I know what you look like and I saved you.
You got the different tiers of Edomite, and it's only according to how much money they actually make.
True that.
Because if they make more money, they can get away with more wickedness. You know what I'm saying? When they don't make it, you know, that's their station. That's how much we do. It's got to be according to how much money
bracket.
they make. Yeah, that's their bracket.
Yeah, the tax bracket.
You know, because
tax bracket.
the lower level Edomite wouldn't be able to get away with Epstein shit, man.
Yeah.
You got to be up there. You got to be billions.
Yeah,
up
you gotta
there.
have a private jet.
You know,
In a fucking a secret hole that leads to the ocean from your fucking living room floor.
right,
So you can dispose of bodies.
right,
And the sharks come eat the shit.
right,
Shit, low level Edomites gotta join men's groups.
right.
You get
The secret.
Right.
Yeah.
Secret
Yeah.
society groups.
Yeah,
That's the only way he getting away with some shit
Or-
because they can do it like together.
right.
You know what I'm saying?
They gotta get the local club, the local
Right.
neighborhood club shit together. You know what I'm saying? It starts off with them, but then they make good friends with Tim because they got the same type of truck, and they talking with each other in the garage, and then they invite Tanner over. You know what I'm saying? They start forming a little group like that. That's how lower level Edomites got to get down. They all up to wickedness, man. You know?
Yeah, all of them got a square and compass and a G in the back of their whip.
Right.
Or a lion or a shriner. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Something.
these motherfuckers, man.
They start off with that "Don't tread on me." Little coil snake, man.
Hey, real quick, I want to read this. This is from the Zondervan's Compact Bible Dictionary. It's an oldie but goodie. And this is from page 141. It says Edom, or Edomites. Okay, it says the nation and its people who were the descendants of Esau. All right, so jumping to page 142, the last paragraph of the definition of Edom. It says Edom figures prominently in the prophetic scriptures as the scene of great future judgment, all right, which modern day Edom is America. So the great future judgment that's going to take place on planet Earth, a couple of places, is going to be America, Saudi Arabia, being that Saudi Arabia is the Valley of Jehoshaphat, and the actual land of Israel, being that the Most High is going to destroy the land of Israel with fire, because you have a race of people, all right, the chief house of Edom being the tribe of Amalek, all right, the so-called small hats, all right, aka J-ish people that are there that don't belong there, all right, that's doing all kind of wickedness. They got to be completely eradicated.
Right.
So those three places, Saudi Arabia, because that's where all the nations is going to muster together to fight, you know, World War III. The land of Israel and America is three places that's going to be, you know, hit with fire. All right, there's more places, but those are the three major places, and the main one being Babylon the Great, right? Modern day Edom.
Hey, didn't it come out that a lot of those Saudi Arabians are small hats?
Small
anyway?
hats, yep.
Yep. Cryptos.
Yep.
Yeah.
Crypto Jews. Yep. It says, so it says Edom figures prominently in the scriptures, in the prophetic scriptures as a scene of judgments. See notably Isaiah 34, verse 5 and 6, and then Isaiah 63 and 1, if a brother want to hold Isaiah 63. It says, she is the only neighbor of the Israelites who was not given any promise of mercy from the Most High. And when you read in Jeremiah, it goes into the judgments that's going to come upon certain nations. And it goes into explain how after a certain period of time that the Heavenly Father will have mercy on them, you know, and bring them pretty much back from that captivity. But when it comes to Esau, Edom, they receive zero mercy. All right, and with the events that's, you know, happened over the course of history at the hands of the Edomites, we see why the Heavenly Father is not going to grant any mercy to them. Okay, so if you want to grab that, Tawab, if you want to grab Isaiah 34 in the NLT.
You ready for this, Isaiah 63? It's Isaiah chapter 63, verse 1. Who is this that cometh from Edom with dyed garments from Basra? This that is glorious in his apparel, traveling in the greatness of his strength. I that speak in righteousness, mighty to save.
Being Yahweh Shai, right? Glorious in his apparel, right? Yahweh Shai's coming back, you know, in a chariot to get busy, and it's talking about a specific nation.
Yep. It says, wherefore art thou red in thy apparel, and thy garments like him that treadeth in the wine fat?
Right? Blood so high up on the garment that he looked like he'd been out there
Stomping
grapes out. You know, yeah.
Hey, and Yahweh Shai is going to stump some grapes, man.
Mm-hmm.
You know? You picture grapes as Edomite heads.
Hell yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Yahweh Shai is coming back to get busy
That's
on
right.
this earth.
Yeah.
And the main people he's about to get busy against is the Edomites, man, because they're the power structure. They're the ones who's going to try to rise up to really fight against him, man. You know, they're the ones that actually have the technology. They put all their money into war equipment to try to fight against him. You know,
That's
exactly.
a blessing.
The sword. Yep.
Yep. Yahweh Shai said, I come not to bring peace on earth.
But a sword.
That's it.
That's right. It says, I have trodden the winepress alone, and of the people there was none with me. For I will tread them in mine anger, and trample them in my fury. And their blood shall be sprinkled upon my garments, and I will stain all my raiment.
The Heavenly Father gave him the, you know, to be the first, to get his, you know what I'm saying? Because, hey, what did he go through when he went here at the hand of the Edomite? Same treatment Jake getting now. Unrighteous, even though he was found innocent. Esau still went through with that murder, man.
Right.
You know, and so it's the Lord's vengeance, but he's sharing it with his son, and his son is sharing that vengeance and that righteous indignation with the other.
Yeah, Esau knew that the Lord was the Savior. You know, like you said, Yahweh Shai being innocent. Esau, any figure that provides hope for the Israelites to the Israelites, Esau has to kill it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Esau wants to control any source of power that Jake taps into. Have control over it, or just flat out just kill it.
Yep. You read that in Psalms 73, where it was talking about how, you know, they are oppressive. You know what I'm saying? They rule in oppression, or I forget exactly how it was worded in the NLT. But the point being that Esau has to keep Jake. Esau knows they got to keep Jake in check underneath their heel. That's why, as hard as they are right now, to try to point the finger, man. Attention to me and my sins and what's up underneath my skirt. Look at them.
What
You
about
know?
the niggers?
They're the ones ruining things. They're the ones sucking up the resources with food stamps and welfare. You know, they're the ones that's causing problems, sneaking into the country illegally. They're the ones that's up in crime. You know, per capita. That was their bar. You know. Until the boy got the hole in his neck, that was their bar, man. Per capita, Jake's the problem, man. You know. But now with this Epstein stuff, everybody knows. Like, nah, you motherfuckers is the problem. It ain't even the poor that's the problem. It's you rich motherfuckers that's the problem, man.
You leaders of the so-called free world.
Right. It says, for the day of vengeance is in mine heart, and the year of my redeemed is come. And I looked.
Yeah, we waiting for that, man. We praying that we are of that number that's going to be redeemed. You know, and vengeance is in the Lord's heart, man. The Lord Himself wants vengeance on Esau. You know, a damn diabolical devil that He created. You know.
It says, and I looked, and there was none to help, and I wondered that there was none to uphold. Therefore, mine own arm brought salvation unto me, and my fury it upheld me. And I will tread down the people in my anger. And
imagine you on the battlefield, and you so filled with indignation and anger and rage that adrenaline kept you operating at a crazy ass level for 5 hours, slaughtering motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Imagine that, man.
Hey, Samson.
What verse was that?
That was verse 5. Samson with that the jawbone of the ass. You know, taking down the Philistines, man. Because the Spirit of the Lord was upon him. You know. Shit, hey, King David, when he was getting busy on the battlefield, now he had others to help with him, but Saul slayed his thousands, but David his tens of thousands, you know. It says, verse 6 says, and I will tread down the people in my anger and make them drunk in my, and I will bring down their strength to the earth.
Let me read that in the NLT.
Yep.
Verse 5, it says, I'm going to read verse 4 through 6. It says, Isaiah 63 and 4 in the NLT, it says, for the time has come for me to avenge my people, to ransom them from their oppressors.
Ooh.
I was amazed to see.
Hey, but I thought God loved everybody, man. You know?
So
I thought God so loved the world that He, you know what I'm saying, for everybody.
Begotten Son.
Right. For everybody, right?
Touchdown, Jesus.
But the Lord here in you know what I'm saying, was being spoken about here in Isaiah 63. The Lord's talking about how He's about to come and redeem and save His people from their oppressors, right? From the people that oppress them. So that's showing there's a distinction right there, man. He has a people that
who's oppressed and who's doing the oppression.
Right. Yeah. Who's the ones being oppressed and who's the ones doing the oppressing.
Can't get around it.
Right.
It's a straight answer.
Right, yeah, you can't be tap dancing. You watch
like
the
old boy,
old
boy, the apostles.
Yeah, man,
that nigga, man,
tap dancing around the every question being asked, he wants to tap dance around.
I hate
whatnot,
people like
man.
that.
I don't got the patience for it.
Oh my goodness,
I'm trying to work at it, but boy,
people like that just you gotta go back to the spirit world, bro. You know what I'm saying? For real, because like, man, that's the mindset of the elites.
Right.
You corner the elites with a yes or no, like money.
Yeah. And
yep. You cannot, it's a yes or no question, and you cannot get a straight answer out of them.
Hey, these Hassad and Hakaz like that too, man.
Yeah.
You know, when they're on the debates and whatnot, they be like that, answering questions where it's a yes or no question, and they want to try to give you this whole run roundabout. Or try to explain it first before saying yes or no. Just, hey, answer it yes or no, man.
Right.
You know?
Yeah. Hey, Yahweh Shah said, anything coming outside that is a devil. Unless your yea be yea and nay be nay.
That's right.
You know? Isaiah 63, in the NLT, 63 verse 4 again, it says, for the time come for me to avenge my people, to ransom them from their oppressors.
means to help the oppressed, man. You know.
No man shall body.
So wait, hold on. According to Hakkad and Hassad, some of the, not all the heathen is our enemy. But where the hell are they at standing up for us, man? Where the hell are they at standing up for us? You know, what? A plea to the United Nations about the treatment of the so-called Negro, Latino, Native, and Seminole Indian, man. Where they at?
It says, I was the small hats, right?
Right.
One, they're not oppressed. But say they were. If their current situation is considered by some to be oppressed, okay, all right, which we know it's not.
Their current situation, they living good.
Yeah, but let them tell it they're
Right.
oppressed.
Yeah.
The whole world hates us. Yeah, you
Yeah,
fucking right.
You guys are fucking devils, man.
You know, hey, but look. So if you even say that they're evil, they're this, they're that, you call them out on their shit.
Right.
There's so many people that's gonna come to their rescue.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah.
Whether they're a small hat themselves or a Moabite,
Right.
a so-called American, a so-called Negro, a so-called Mexican, you got people from all walks of life that will come to the aid of the so-called Israeli.
Right.
All right. In you know, try to help them.
Right.
All right. So.
Like that Super Bowl commercial.
Right. Yeah, the Super Bowl commercial.
Like the Super Bowl commercial, man.
So that right there shows that they're not the oppressed.
Right.
Because when it comes to the plight of the so-called Negro, Latino, and Native American, the Israelites, we are the only people that are not represented in the United Nations.
Right.
The only people not represented pertaining to their race in the United Nations. All right, you got people in Sudan. They got a person to represent them.
Right.
All right, you got Ethiopians.
Right.
Somebody represents them. Okay, but when it comes to are you so-called Negroes?
Right.
All right, the so-called Black American. There's no nigga that goes to those meetings to speak and advocate on behalf of every so-called Negro or you know, a Native American.
Right.
All right, the 12 tribes.
What's the nigga's name? Umar. What's his name? Ain't going
Umar
to the
Johnson. Or whatever.
Yeah, Umar Johnson ain't going to the UN meetings talking about see our people. That ain't happening.
Right.
You don't find that suspicious?
Right.
You don't find that suspicious?
Right. Hey, because the American that's sitting there is representing white America. He's representing Esau's America, man. Or the you know, because you got a lot of Jake over there in UK. They ain't representing the Jake that's in the UK, man. They're representing the Edomites that's over there in the UK.
Shit, even Mexico, Brazil,
I was just about to say
Argentina.
that.
Them places is representing the white population.
Right.
Of the country.
Small hats.
Right.
Because the people that's in charge of them Latin countries is small hats.
Right.
So really, they're advocating for the small hats.
Because those places they're being they're representing the governments of those various lands and places, man.
Yeah.
Not necessarily the people.
Yeah.
Now you have countries like China, where the vast majority of the population
It's waterheads.
is the waterheads. So of course the government's being ran by the waterheads, which really they're proxies of Esau.
Yeah.
You know, but of course the waterheads can kind of represent the waterheads because that's the majority of the population. Or even like you mentioned Ethiopia. You know, them damn Hamites.
Them these niggas.
Yeah.
They doing that
Yeah.
dance.
Yeah.
Hey, they can represent because that's the majority of them. That's what makes up their government is them as a people. But our government isn't made. Our government is made up of Ottoman, man.
Yep.
You know, the government of the people here in America. Hey, the natives ain't being represented in the UN.
And they're a sovereign.
And they're all sovereign people.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Their own nations and whatnot, but they're not being represented over there, man. You looking for something?
What's that? There's a precept where it talks about Moab have not been removed.
Oh, he's not. He ain't been emptied from pot to pot.
Oh yeah.
So his flavor hasn't changed. I'll find it.
Okay. Continuing on in Isaiah 63 and verse 5, it says, I was amazed to see that no one intervened to help the oppressed. So I myself stepped in to save them with my strong arm.
Mm.
And this is Yahweh Shai.
Yeah.
Okay? And my wrath sustained me. I crushed the nations in my anger and made them stagger and fall to the ground, spilling their blood upon the earth. You know? And it continues.
Beautiful sight.
Yeah.
Lord getting down on you devils for your iniquities.
Yeah, for all your wickedness, man. You know? Did you find it?
Yeah, I found it.
What was it?
It's Jeremiah 48 and 11. I'll grab it in KJV and then we can get it in the NLT that thing. And then you hit it. I was like, ooh, that's right. This is Jeremiah chapter 48, verse 11. Real quick. All right. After I flip to it. It's always when you try to flip to something real quick and you call it before you get there that the page is going to stick together. It says Moab have been at ease from his youth, and have settled on his lees, and have not been emptied from vessel to vessel. Neither have he gone into captivity. Therefore his taste remained in him, and his scent is not changed. You know, Moab in particular, they're not in the land of Moab that they originally inhabited while we was in the land of Israel. You know, they're a little bit further east than what they were, but they haven't gone under captivity and under captivity and under captivity and been influenced, you know, by these various different nations that came and just took them over, man. You know, so they know dynasties, they know their history. You know, going way back, they know their history, man. All right, they even got tales of the flood going back. You know, so Moab, they ain't been in that same type of trouble like how Israel done been underneath everybody under the sun, man. You know, but Moab has had scrimmages. You know, they was getting their ass kicked by Ammon for a little bit, which is funny because Ammon's the little brother. They was getting their ass kicked by Ammon for a little bit. You know, they had, you know, the Mongolians is just offshoots of them.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
They you know, they had some civil beefs and whatnot, but they ain't just been getting taken over by all these various different countries time and time again, man. That's why it's saying that they ain't been emptied from vessel to vessel. You know, they still got their taste in them. The Moab is still Moab, man. You know, they're very much still just those same big head, waterhead motherfucking groups that they've always been, man. You know, using Kassad's terminology for it.
They say he still has his scent.
Yeah, he
You
still
know
got
when
his
a
taste.
Moab walk in the room, you gonna smell garlic like a motherfucker.
You gonna man,
You
you
gonna
know,
smell fucking
squid.
You gonna smell the sea all from their mouth.
You gonna hear ching chong. No, I'm joking. That's
What
racist. That's racist. Moab's ass ain't changed though, man. You know, they still, even with them in suit and ties, they still Moab. They still Moabites, man. You know?
All right, so this is an NLT. This is Jeremiah 48 and
And the Lord got something for their big head ass too.
Oh hell yeah.
what was what verse did you start?
Verse 11.
All right, Jeremiah 48 and verse 11 in the NLT. I'm gonna read down. It says, "From his earliest history, Moab has lived in peace, never going into exile."
You see that? From his earliest history, this motherfucker's just been able to live, man. You know? It said never in exile. Moab ain't been kicked out of their land like that. Now they migrated over. You know what I'm saying? They migrated over just because, you know, countries expand, they get bigger. You lose some borders, some boundaries, you know what I'm saying, over time, as time progresses. But they ain't get kicked out. They ain't just get removed from their land, man. Israel got kicked. We as a nation, we got kicked out of our land. We're in exile to this very day, man. Our land is being inhabited by imposters, man. To this very day. Moab didn't they didn't receive that same type of punishment.
It says, he is like wine that has been allowed to settle. He has not been poured from flask to flask. and he is now fragrant and smooth.
See that?
But the time is coming soon, says Yahweh, when I will send men to pour him from his jar. They will pour him out, then shatter the jar.
Yeah.
Yeah, because they proud as hell too. You know, it's talking about he's settled into that smooth, fragrant, delicious wine.
Yep.
That's where he is right now. He's punking fucking America.
Yeah.
He's punking all these other nations, telling them.
I mean, they own a lot of America. They come here to Babylon is doing better than Babylonians.
Every American city got a Chinatown.
Yep.
Right.
Guaranteed.
Hey, them niggas really think that at the end of the day they gonna be on top, man.
Exactly.
They really think that America's on this decline, it's about to go down, and when they fall, we the next ones that's gonna rise up and be the top dog on the earth. They really believe that.
Verse 13, it says, "At last Moab will be ashamed of his idol Chemosh, as the people of Israel were ashamed of their gold calf at Bethel. You used to boast, we are heroes, mighty men of war. But now Moab and his towns will be destroyed. His most promising youth are doomed to slaughter, says the king, whose name is Yahweh of heaven's armies."
That's right, because Moab's about to be cast down too. Now they ain't about to receive the exact same judgment that Esau. They ain't gonna take that same hit that Esau's about to take, as far as the real golden city being absolutely destroyed like that and with the people in it. But Moab is about to. All that shit's coming down. All that shit y'all building up over there. All of that shit's coming down. Man.
Hey, because Second Ezra tells you that they're partaking the hope of Babylon.
Yep.
You know, so they're heavily attached to America.
They're gonna be one of the main ones that's the merchants that's crying off, man. Alas, this great city. Where we made our merchandise. We got rich off of it. Because Moab, particularly the country of China, got rich off of America, man. Off of American consumerism. The country of China has gotten rich, man, to where now they're one of the most wealthy countries.
Just from putting their people in sweatshops.
Right.
Like here it is, an American product, but they selling it back to your ass.
Right.
That's crazy.
There's more to it, but that pretty much serves it.
Yeah, that's the point. The Lord's about to bring judgment to all these nations, man. Yeah, hey, we get on Esau's ass because Esau is really the one in the driver's seat, but the rest of the nations is guilty as well, man.
Yep.
For putting us as the Israelites under captivity and in hell, and they help with us being in this terrible state that we're in, man. You got damn Hamites that be looking at us crazy, man. You go to the fucking, you go to the little supermarket over there, these fucking whack motherfuckers with their crusty ass feet and sandals sitting there looking at you like you don't belong in the store, and these niggas don't even really speak English, man.
All of the heathen hate us.
Up here in Washington State, man. Bro, I hate that. I hate it, man. Outside of Esau, bro, one of the peoples that I hate the most is these Hamites, man. I got an ancient history with these niggas, apparently. Something in my soul can't accept these niggas, man. Or that weird looking ass women. Someone be sexy. Very few in my eyes, man. Somebody to each their own though, cause some brothers like that weirdo looking, them fish looking bitches,
Fish eyes? Like black fishes.
Hey, let's grab Tawab, you mind reading Isaiah 34 in the NLT?
Yeah, from the start?
Yeah.
Okay, this is
and then we can wrap it up with this. If brothers ain't got no.
I got one more that I'll let bring up.
Yeah, go ahead, bring it up.
Well, no, let the brother bring it up. Let the brother read. Go ahead.
come here and listen, O nations of the earth. Let the world and everything in it hear my words. For Yahweh is enraged against the nations. His fury is against all their armies. He will completely destroy them, dooming them to slaughter.
Yeah, all these armies, all these governments, all these nations are just as corrupt as what we've been seeing pertaining to the Americans with the whole Epstein miles. All these nations, the elites. You had elites from all these other countries flying over there and partaking.
Involved.
So the Lord is pissed off with all these countries, man. Go ahead.
Their dead will be left unburied, and the stench of rotting bodies will fill the land.
Yeah, Valley of Jehoshaphat, man.
The mountains will flow with their blood.
Yeah, because well, the Valley of Jehoshaphat, hey, dust and smell of smoke. Yeah. However, there are going to be squads sent out to grab bones, as it says in Ezekiel 39. Set a flag when you see a man's bone and whatnot, so it can be buried. There's going to be a place in Gog, known as Hammon Gog. The Valley of Gog, pretty much. Yeah. To commemorate that war.
It speaks about continuing employment.
Yeah, continual employment.
Because they're gonna have to be searching those bodies out, man. Finding those bodies, so that way they can get properly buried, man. You're gonna have motherfuckers
just a mass grave.
Yeah, you got somebody got to dig that shit up. So you're gonna have Edomite.
There's gonna be Edomite.
You're gonna have nations that's sitting there digging that shit up. Other nations dragging the bodies over, pouring them in. Mm-hmm. Other motherfuckers pouring whatever they gotta pour.
Just a mass grave.
You know.
You start digging that shit.
You think they get a shovel? You don't get no shovel. The fuck? You think I trust an Edomite with a shovel?
You better
or a
tap
pickaxe?
to your inner ooga booga.
Yeah, man.
You get your
get your grandma's skull.
Yeah, man. You better learn how to cuff that hand.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Go ahead, bro.
The heavens above will melt away and disappear like a rolled up scroll.
Yeah, that's that thermonuclear missiles, that mushroom cloud.
That's that mushroom cloud.
The stars will fall from the sky like a withered leaf from a grapevine or a shriveled fig from a fig tree.
Yeah, the arc and fashions of the fashion of the warheads. How they gonna come down and cause hell, touch down the cow's head.
And when my verse 5, when my sword has finished its work in the heavens, I will fall upon Edom, the nation I have marked for destruction.
Yeah, can't get around it. The nation of Edom, all right, which is the capital of Edom today, is America. It's destined for destruction. All right, we read it earlier.
That's why Esau. That's really their problem of us being declaring that we're the Israelites. It's their real issue is that if they're the Israelites and they're telling the truth about being the Israelites, well then who would the Edomites fall on?
Well, why would they be lying about us being Edomites?
Right. Well, the thing is, the Edomites have a very drastic and specific judgment in the Bible. So who would that fall upon? Yeah. Who was the main enemy? If they're the Israelites, the so-called Negro, Latino, Native, and Seminole Indians, who have caused them the most hurt throughout history, man?
Yeah, in the fact that if they say they're the Israelites and they're telling us, all right, coming from the mindset
from
of
the Edomite standpoint,
just like in Wisdom of Solomon.
Right.
Why would they be lying about that?
Right.
And like you said,
what do they have to gain from that?
Yeah. Right. Who brought the most hell to? Who oppressed them?
Right.
How did they even get here?
Right.
He that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity. So that's why, man, eventually they're gonna have to cut the internet.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because the truth is out there, man.
It's there's a lot of damning evidence that's coming out against these people, man. Yeah. That nobody's letting that. It's like the skirt flew up and there was a still shot of what was underneath the skirt, man. The TV
froze up.
Right. So now it's burning everybody's mind's eye of what the fuck's underneath that skirt, man. And they can't erase that. Go ahead.
Isaiah 34:5, and when my sword has finished its work in the heavens, it will fall upon Edom, the nation I have marked for destruction. Yeah. The sword of the Lord Yahweh is drenched with blood and covered with fat, with the blood of lambs and goats, and the fat of rams prepared for sacrifice.
Right, because all these Edomites here in Babylon the Great, as well as the heathens that's here, and the 2/3 that's going to be left here, are a sacrifice. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
You know, all the sin and wickedness and evil that America is responsible for at the hands of the Edomites being in charge of all that. It's a mass sacrifice that has to be carried out, you know, to appease the anger of Yahweh Shem Yahushua.
Yep.
This place is so wicked and saturated and polluted with blood. All right, and not just the blood of Jake's shed, man. Man, just think of how many people have been murdered in America.
Right. Yeah.
From the time the conquistadors came over here, all right, Esau came over here, until the day of the Lord. Just the number of people just murdered, including abortion, all that. Man, it'll be mind-boggling, man.
Oh yeah.
So that has to be cleansed, and the only way it's gonna be cleansed is by thermonuclear fire, man.
That's right.
With humans literally being left here to be roasted. You know?
Hey, the sacrifice had the main elements of a sacrifice would be fire, blood, and the prayer. You know? The blood's about to be shed along with the fire, and we've been sending up the prayer from as long as the Lord has called us in, man. You know, but before us are apostles and elders. Before them, they're elders. All right, and that cry has been going out, you know, for a while now, man.
Mm-hmm.
So the prayer has been made. Now it's time for that fire to come and to shed that blood, man, for the sacrifice to be complete.
Go ahead, bro.
Partway through verse 6, yes, the Lord Yahweh will offer a sacrifice in the city of Basra. He will make a mighty.
Basra was the capital of Edom.
It was a very chief city.
Yeah, chief city of Edom.
In Edom.
And that chief city now
Yep.
is America.
Yep.
All right, that great city.
Yep. Hey, America got a lot of titles. There's a lot of names for it within the scripture. A lot of likenesses that it has with cities that was written about in the scriptures, man. So that's why the scriptures refer to it under various different names, man. Okay.
Yeah.
Just as much as we got a whole bunch of names for Donald Trump.
Oh,
right? We got a bunch of different names for Donald Trump.
yeah. Taco.
Right.
Cheeto,
Evil Face, Cheeto Man.
fish fillet,
You know, fish fillet.
The diaper.
DJT, the
DJ diaper.
You know what I'm saying? We got there's a whole bunch of names that you got for him, man.
Mr. Toupee.
There's a whole bunch of names for
Eagle
the United States as well that's written about in the scriptures, man.
Oh yeah.
All right, because it took a likeness onto all these different various cities that was wicked in the past. You know, it just took a little portion of them all. It's just this big conglomerate pot of it all, man. You know.
It really, you know, it had what's the word? Accumulated their fake gods.
Yep.
Their deities.
Yep.
Right, because everything in America is of another nation.
Yep.
Right. The witchcraft they practice goes back to ancient Egypt. Right. Their wicked acts and practices go back to Sumer and all these different societies. It's all,
Canaan.
it's all borrowed.
You know.
So here it is now, here in America.
The brothers in Las Vegas, I was watching a live stream that they did. I want to say they did it either yesterday or the day before yesterday, but they was talking about how, there's a lot of what the Canaanites was up to is the reason why they, the Lord justified Israel wiping their ass out of the land, man. You know? And a lot of those same practices is being carried out right here in Babylon the Great.
And it was dealing with sexual immorality, a lot of it.
Yep.
Verse 7, even men as strong as wild oxen will die, the young men alongside the veterans.
Hey, you got these motherfucking individuals in the military, you know, like the Marines and shit, they really think they some bad motherfuckers,
and Delta
man.
Delta Force,
Right.
Special Forces, Navy SEALs.
The Navy, yeah,
You know,
they really think they really
Green
think they're the
Berets.
baddest dudes walking on the planet, man.
You be seeing them YouTube shorts and it be little Delta Forces talking about this and that. And it's like, man, y'all, man, ain't gonna do nothing to a nuke,
Right.
you know.
Right. You can't stand up to a nuke, nigga.
Shit, you ain't doing shit about your country being
Right,
stolen by
right,
a fucking Cheeto.
Right. Right. You ain't doing nothing about these Epstein miles.
Bingo.
These children.
You know.
Bingo.
You ain't taking your M4 and
No,
going and
yeah.
raiding houses and shit.
No, you ain't about to set up shop and snipe nobody.
Right.
Yeah, you a downloaded program.
You ain't
man.
gonna do no DC sniper shit.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right. Right.
Hey, that nigga was from Tacoma too, right? Had a house in Tacoma or
Oh,
something.
that's funny.
You ain't about to do nothing. You ain't about to do nothing,
That
man.
nigga was true.
Boy, get him at the gas pump.
Yeah, bro, that's funny as hell.
Oh, shit.
Come on, man.
The land will be soaked with blood, and the soil enriched with fat. For it is the day of Yahweh's vengeance, the year when Edom will be paid back for all it did to Israel.
Hey, man.
And you ain't getting away, Esau.
Y'all got a lot to pay for.
You ain't getting away.
The streams of Edom will
That's where you at? Verse
be
10?
9,
Okay, read through verse 10.
10. The streams of Edom will be filled.
Actually, read through verse 13.
The streams of Edom will be filled with burning pitch, and the ground will be covered with fire. The judgment on Edom will never end. The smoke of its burning will rise forever.
Yeah, for a long period of time, this place is gonna be on fire.
Yeah, man.
You know, and the end result is this place being a desert, as it's gonna get into.
Its burning will rise forever. The land will lie deserted from generation to generation. No one will live there anymore. It will be haunted by the desert owl and the screech owl and the great owl and the raven. The Most High will measure that land carefully. He will measure it for chaos and destruction. It will be called the land of nothing, and all its nobles will soon be gone.
All this
Yes.
fucking Declaration of Independence and Constitution,
Right.
man, all that.
Yeah.
There's gonna be no big fat zero, a donut. That's gonna be the result of all this bullshit. Our founding fathers and this city and that city, Washington D.C. and the nation's capital and Philadelphia.
Yeah.
Man, it's all gonna be a desert.
I ain't never was down. Like I ain't never liked all that shit.
Yeah,
man.
me neither.
I
Bro.
used to hate that shit. Like,
Yeah.
like man.
That
Probably
Constitution
niggas,
shit.
yeah,
and
man,
fucking
all that damn
learning about all
bullshit,
that
man.
bullshit. That shit, I hated that shit.
I used
bro.
to hate all that shit, man. Real talk, like everything they was talking about, you know,
Oh, man.
Philadelphia,
I was
Ben
not
Franklin
interested
with the
at all.
fucking kite and all that. Man, fuck this
Fuck
nigga,
all
man.
that shit.
Yeah,
Nobody
man.
give a damn about that nigga, man.
That's funny because just a couple nights ago, my rib was talking about that. Like the reason I ain't fucking do well in history, I got straight A's, but when it came to history, they started teaching that bullshit. Tune out. I was like, yeah, all right.
I
That's
always
crazy.
tuned out in that shit. That's the only reason I didn't do good. I was like, man, I'm not about to remember the date for this nigga, man.
And that was
Fuck
a
this
big.
shit.
That was a big portion of your
Yeah,
history. credits in high school.
yep, it was.
Yeah.
It was.
Indoctrination.
That in English, I wasn't fucking with it, man.
That and the state, you had to learn about your state in high school too.
Yeah, your state history.
Yeah.
The state history, growing up in Oklahoma, you learn a lot about Gad and the Trail of Tears and all that type of shit. You know what I'm saying?
Verse 13, thorns will overrun its palaces, nettles and thistles will grow in its forts.
Yep.
The ruins will become a haunt for for jackals and a home for owls. Hey, that movie with Will Smith,
I Am Legend.
I Am Legend,
Right.
showed you that.
Yep, but
Thrown
hey,
over.
none of these buildings is actually gonna be standing here though, man.
Yeah, not at all.
Everything's gonna be flattened to the ground.
Straight,
You know,
straight.
Yeah.
Like if you look at the Sahara
right?
desert over in Africa,
Yeah,
It's gonna be like that.
Yeah, it ain't gonna be like there's a portion of the building that's still standing up, and that's where the owl's making its nest and whatnot. All this shit's about to be gone, man.
It's just giving you
it's just
visual.
right. It's metaphorically telling you like at that
Where that
spot,
shit used to be,
where your
it's
house
gonna be
used to be
sand.
at. Yeah, where your house used to be at. Now there's a scorpion den right there. man.
It's a fucking tumbleweed.
Yeah, tumbleweed.
Passing through.
Right.
It ain't gonna be like the ancient Mayan ruins in all of South America that are now jungle.
Right.
Overgrown.
Yeah, nah, it ain't gonna be nothing here. You ain't gonna be able to tell.
Where was Texas and where was New Mexico and
ain't gonna be no you know how they be still doing expeditions over there in Egypt. We just rediscovered this blah 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 blah, or we discovered, you know what I'm saying, ain't these ancient, ain't gonna be none of that shit, man. Ain't nobody gonna be over here digging in the sand finding, oh, this was an artifact from America.
Ain't nobody ever gonna be here. Ain't nobody ever gonna touch foot on the soil.
This is gonna be a no man's land. All right, this is gonna be you know, that's a real quarantine right there. This is gonna be a quarantine zone. Ain't nobody allowed over here. You know.
Yeah. The most you might fly over this motherfucker.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? We get that, like you said, at camp, a bird's eye view.
Yeah.
Looking at some wild animals like in a natural element that ain't never experienced any type of interaction with a human. That'd be the most.
You're gonna teach your sons. They was asking about some shit. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna teach a little something too. Great grandchildren or something. You want to teach them something or two. You know what I'm saying? Hey, look at this shit, man.
Hey, Papa, can you do the National Geographic voice for the owls down there? Got you, son.
Hey,
I got you, boy.
I had a nightmare. I had a nightmare that I had a job.
I was wearing a penis around my neck.
And I was yelling at guys that was on the street. They was talking about us being Israelites, and I didn't believe them.
We being facetious because we'll never have a nightmare.
Right? No, but you know, hey, just to make up some stupid ass reason to fly over America, man.
Right.
You know. But nah, ain't nobody gonna be over here. You ain't gonna be coming over here just to play in the sand and shit, man. You ain't touching your foot ain't gonna ever touch the soil over here, man.
It's gonna be a curse name. You know that, bro?
Nor will a heathen come over here. Nobody's coming over here.
The scriptures tell you that a Arabian ain't gonna set up shop.
Right.
Pitch tent.
We ain't gonna be nothing over here. Ain't gonna be resources over here that we need to go in. Hey, we're gonna send people over there to get some resources. Nothing's gonna be over here, man. All right.
And what's that one scripture say? Confused lines.
Yep.
The line of confusion.
Line of confusion.
Line of confusion, because you ain't gonna be able to tell where this was versus where that was, man. You know. You ain't gonna, you know, now you can look and you can be like, that's Texas. Regardless if you see the map lines or not, you can be like, yeah, that's Texas right there. You ain't gonna be able to see that shit or know that shit, you know. Great Lakes ain't nothing gonna be over here, man.
Who even know what this place gonna look like?
It ain't even gonna have that same shape, you know, for the coastline and whatnot. Ain't even gonna be the same no more, man.
Earthquake shit.
You know how hot those missiles burn?
Oh my God.
Nah, it's gonna be completely different.
It's gonna look worse than Sodom and Gomorrah.
Right. Right. Go ahead, bro.
That was it on. You said through 13.
Yeah.
Yep, that was it.
Hey, let me read this real quick. This is the book of Amos, chapter 1, verse 11.
We can wrap it up with this.
Yep. It says, "Thus saith the Lord, for 3 transgressions of Edom, and for 4, I will not turn away the punishment thereof, because he did pursue his brother with the sword, and did cast off all pity."
And he's still doing that today, man. Pursuing us with the sword. You know, he's talking about kill gates of hell. You know, Planned Parenthood, the Elder Yasser Wamba's video he did going into the IQ. That bitch Margaret Sanger is related to Bill Gates.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And she targeted so-called Negroes with that Planned Parenthood. You know,
powerhouses of eugenics.
Yeah. So to this day, Esau is still persecuting and pursuing Jacob with the sword, man. Cast off all pity.
Yep. It says, "And his anger did tear perpetually, and he kept his wrath forever."
Yep. To this day, this you know, Esau is damn sore loser. He mad at us because he sold his birthright.
Right.
Bitch ass nigga.
Right.
And coming with wrath over it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Like you mad at us like we stole your shit, nigga.
Right.
You gave it away.
Hey, he mad like Seattle fans towards the Thunder, you know.
Yeah, true.
Nah, but it'd be like you know selling a truck, and the person that bought the truck, you know, they get the truck and you know they happy with the truck, and now you mad because they happy with the truck that you sold, man.
They hooked it up.
So now you want to go and try to kill their whole family.
Ooh, that's crazy.
Over the truck, thinking you're gonna get the truck back, but you sold it. And you know what I'm saying? You got the benefits for selling it. You know. It says, but I will send a fire upon Teman, which shall devour the palaces of Basra. Which again, man, this fire is about to touch down over here in America. It's about to wipe out everything. About to wipe out everything over here, man.
Yep. Back to the ether.
I like these last two up. I've been holding them since the beginning. This is James chapter 2 and 13.
Of course.
I'm gonna read it in the NLT. There will be no mercy for those who have not shown mercy to others. But if you have been merciful, the Most High will be merciful when He judges you.
Yep.
Right, and this is talking about Israelites.
Yep.
You know, first and foremost, but applying that to Esau, Esau ain't showed mercy to nobody. You know, and we bring it out or quote it quite often. The scriptures talk about the tender mercies of the wicked are cruel. So even when Esau is showing you mercy, it's cruelty that's behind that. You know?
Proverbs 21 and 13. Whoso stoppeth his ears at the cry of the poor, he also shall cry himself, but shall not be heard.
Yeah. Hey, when Yahushua comes back, you know, as the scriptures say, it should be as a chased road and no man taketh up. So Esau is going to be in a state of when things really get bad, they're going to realize they have no savior. Their savior is DJT.
Right.
Literally.
And he ain't trying to save nobody but himself. You know what I'm saying? So Esau, they invested all their hope, prayers, and wishes into Donald Trump, and this nigga left y'all out there to dry, man.
Damn.
You know what I'm saying? Y'all have zero savior, no savior.
Right.
All right. So read that last part again.
Yep.
And we'll wrap it up. Was that it? Or did you got something else?
Yeah,
No, that was it. This is Proverbs 21,
You got something?
13.
no, that was it.
Whoso stoppeth his ears at the cry of the poor, he shall also cry himself, but shall not be heard.
Yeah. So all these years, Esau just having his way. You know what I'm saying, and just continuing the oppression on the Israelites, making it worse and worse and worse and worse and worse. Now that the shoe, you know, fits you perfectly, you can cry, you can you know, throw a tantrum and beg and plead for a great white savior, great white height to come save you and bring you up out of this predicament that, you know, you as Edomites is gonna be in, and ain't shit gonna happen for you, man. You know what I'm saying?
These angels ain't coming for you, man.
He will find no place of repentance, even though he gonna seek it.
Yeah, but he saw it
tears.
carefully. with
Hey, you know
tears.
what? Everything Esau believes in is a fairy tale.
Everything.
If you think about it, you're a delusional people. Y'all believe in fairy tales, man.
Right.
All their holidays
Yeah.
is all fucking fairy tales.
It's all
Some
bullshit.
shit that ain't even real.
Right.
And then on top of that, their savior, Genghis Krangus, that nigga ain't even real.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So like, man, y'all through, man.
It's all witchcraft.
Hey,
True.
the closest one they had to a real one was
Serapis.
July 4th, right?
Yeah.
Which Trump is destroying that
Oh
shit.
shit.
So,
Yeah.
yeah, man.
Hey, but hey, it's gonna be interesting to see what's gonna happen on May
what's that,
17th,
May
17th, when they do that little prayer.
You gonna
You
see
know?
what's happening.
I hope the Lord brings some serious joy.
Hey, there's supposed to be a lot of celestial events that's happening too, man.
Yep.
Right? So,
Yep.
hey, the Lord said He's gonna be showing signs and wonders
Yeah.
before His return, man. So
The
stay
moon and the
hopeful.
stars.
Yeah.
Stay hopeful that this is it, man. We're at the.
Yeah.
I mean,
We
believe it.
Yeah.
We believe it that
We
this
can
is
feel
it.
it.
We're at the last end, but stay hopeful, man. Keep that hope alive, man.
Yes, sir.
Continue to cry out to the Lord, man.
Yep. Hey, so with that, we want to give all praise, honor, and glory once again unto
Yahweh,
Yahweh,
Bahashem,
Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rachah, Kodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Salutations to you, brothers, pushing the word in truth and in sincerity. Shalom.
Shalom, shalom.